guys, maarte kami, hindi kami umaalis ng hindi kami marunong mag-commute. If you're watching this video, congratulations, you're probably a healthcare virtual assistant already, earning $7 per hour, and you're now considering getting your first car or getting a car through bank financing, but doesn't know how to. So that's what we're going to talk about today, so stay tuned. I've been noticing some posts, hindi lang sa group natin, but for other virtual assistant Facebook groups about virtual assistants hindi na-approve sa bank loan. And yeah, right now kasi we're going to Geely, to the casa para sa PMS ng sasakyan natin, and I thought I'd share with you my experience on how I got my first car as a healthcare virtual assistant, kung paano ako, kung ano yung mga requirements, ano yung process ng pag-loan, and ano yung process ng pagkuha ng sasakyan. Right? So give me 1 second here. So anyway, we're waiting for a friend right now na sasama sa akin kasi burnout dito sa Tacloban. Wala daw siya magawa, so sama lang daw muna siya. Anyway, going back to the topic of car loans. So first, ano nga ba ang reason kung bakit tayo kumuha ng bagong sasakyan? It's because yung first car natin, yung Mazda 2, nagkakaroon na siya ng problema. Pinupunta ko siya sa talyer for repairs, kaso medyo alanganin yung talyer. Pag kukuha ko dun sa kanila expecting na ano na ayos na, may problema na naman. So na-frustrate ako, so I just decided na kumuha na lang ng bagong sasakyan, which was okay lang din naman kasi that car is was already I think 12 years old that time, so matagal na siya. Napakinabangan ko na siya ng maigi, and yeah, it's time for a new car. So the first step of getting a new car is trying to find out kung anong gusto kong sasakyan. For my case, ang gusto kong sasakyan back then was a Geely Coolray. So we'll do a separate video about that car. But yeah, it was a Geely Coolray. Now na alam ko na ang gusto kong sasakyan, the next step was finding a finding a dealership or an agent, which I found on Facebook. I reached out to him and he gave me the quotations para sa sasakyan na gusto ko. And based sa quotations niya and yung monthly plan niya na present, okay naman, kasya naman sa budget natin, and the likelihood of me being approved sa bank based on those payment plans are high, or I thought it was high. So okay yun. My next step for me then was that I booked a test drive. So guys lang, I would highly recommend you do a test drive first sa sasakyan na gusto nyong bilhin before you actually make the purchase. Make sure na it's a really good fit for you. Baka mamaya magsisi kayo. So do a test drive, wala namang bayad yun, libre lang. The only thing that you need to do for a test drive is, again, schedule it, bring your driver's license, I think that's a given, and fill up a form. And yeah, they will allow you to get to test drive their test unit. So I did a test drive. I really did like the car. It was how I expected it to be, actually better. So then and there, after the test drive, I made a decision to purchase the car. So after that, the next step was to gather the things that are needed para sa bank loan natin. So yung requirements, number 1 are 2 valid IDs. So 2 valid IDs, ang ginamit ko dito was just my driver's license and my national ID. Wala namang problema doon. The next requirement was a billing statement under my name. Ang ginamit ko dito was just my Globe postpaid plan bill. Okay lang naman yon, tinanggap. And yung third natin is na hinihingi nila is certificate of employment. Now dito tayo nagkakaroon ng maraming questions because here sa Hello Rache, we are not employees, so hindi tayo pwede bigyan ng COE or certificate of employment. Instead, what you can give to the bank is a COW. So COW stands for Certificate of Work. This is really just similar to COE, and tinanggap naman siya ng bank, walang issue tayo doon. How you can get a COW or certificate of work is just you have to email our support team for virtual assistance. So you can send a request or make a request by sending an email through hva@hellorache.com. So one of the hams will reach out to you. They will have you fill up a form basically asking what the COW is for, what you intend to use it for, and then once you fill that form, they will respond and send you the COW after a couple of days. Now sa COW natin, nandun yung pangalan mo, of course, how long you've been with Hello Rache, and also yung average monthly income mo. I'm not sure if it's in peso or in dollars. Sa akin kasi medyo special case. But anyway, it should have your average monthly income. Now, sa average monthly sa COW natin, yun na yun. So you should be good to go there. Yung sa akin, that's what I submitted. Wala naman tayong issue doon, right? So that's all good. The next requirement nila is what do you call this? A payslip. So sa payslip natin, since we're not employees, wala tayong payslip dito sa Hello Rache. So instead of that, ang ginawa ko, ang substitute ko was yung Payoneer statement ko. So I generated a statement a statement of account sa Payoneer for the last 3 months ata, or ginawa ko nga ata yung 1 year. And aside from that, nag-generate din ako ng bank statement ko for the last 3 months, and I submitted it as a substitute for my payslip. Okay rin, wala tayong issue doon, tinanggap yon. And lastly, your ITR, hingan kayo ng latest ITR ng bangko. So everybody should already have this kasi all virtual assistants are required to register in the BIR and also pay our own taxes. So dapat meron ka na nito. So yeah, I just gathered all of those, provided them to my agent, and then I filled up their forms, and yeah, he submitted it to the banks.
Looks cool, fit. Kaya mo shit. Oo, kani. Saan mo ba gusto kumain? Gutom na gutom ka? Punjab is the key ba?
Sige, okay lang. Sige. Punjab tayo.
Feel ko magpapasta ka. Yung may shell. Yun yung favorite mo.
Pinag-isipan ko pa. Pinag-isipan ko pa kung anong masarap kainin doon.
Sige, baka may generator naman sila.
Siguro sana. The problem is wala tayong sasakyan.
Ano gusto mo gawin?
Kukulit tayo.
Oh.
Marunong ka magkulit?
Oo. Don't worry, pasadali na natin payong mo.
Okay. So yun guys, maarte kami, hindi kami umaalis. Hindi kami marunong mag-commute. Hindi kasi nga, yung sasakyan natin, ipapakasa natin, it's going to take the whole afternoon ata. So wala tayong sasakyan for the whole afternoon. So anyway, after submitting the requirements, it really was just a waiting game for us already. We actually didn't have to wait a lot of time kasi a day after we submitted the requirements, nakakuha agad kami ng confirmation from all 3 banks that we applied for na approved yung approved yung bank loan natin. So after that, the next step was for me to make the down payment, which I did immediately kasi kailangan na natin ng sasakyan that time. So I did that. I transferred the money already papunta sa dealership, and then they processed it. After that naman, medyo dito tayo tumagal because the dealership was waiting for a document from the bank, basically telling them na okay na i-release sa akin yung sasakyan. So dito tayo medyo natagalan. It took like probably a week. Hindi naman masyadong matagal, pero excited kasi tayo. So very anxious tayo that time. So anyway, after nakuha natin yung yung statement na yon, the dealership got it. Na-release sa atin yung sasakyan, and yeah, we went to the dealership, kinuha natin yung sasakyan, and then we had to fill up certain forms. And also pala, yung dealership kasi na puntahan ko was offering 1 year free car insurance, pero in return for the next 4 years sa kanila kukuha ng car insurance. So they required me to have a PDC, and binigay yun. So kinagat ko na kasi 1 year na free insurance, that's probably amounting to 29,000 at that time. So okay na rin yun, nakalibre tayo ng 1 year. And yeah, they released a car right after. So I've seen some posts na may mga virtual assistants na nag-apply daw ng car loan pero hindi na-approve ng bangko. So a couple of things why the bank may not approve your loan request. Number one, take into consideration your income. So ang alam ko, you cannot loan something na may monthly payment na more than 33% ng income mo. So say for example, ang income mo is only 50,000 per month, ang pwede mo lang i-loan siguro is around 16,500 per month, or pwede mong i-loan is my monthly payment na around 16,500 per month. So yeah, take that into consideration. Pwede kayong i-deny na bangko dyan kasi tinitingnan ni bank yung capacity mo to pay, right? Another reason kung bakit pwede ka i-deny ni bank is still connected with our first reason. Masyado kang maraming utang na binabayaran monthly. Say for example, may house mortgage ka na binabayaran mo dun is 20,000 per month, tapos you're earning 100,000, di ba? If 33% of 100,000 is 33,000. So sa ibabawas yung 20,000 na yon sa 33,000 mo, so yung magiging loanable amount mo only should have a maximum payment or monthly payment of 13,000. So that's another consideration. And lastly, yung credit score mo. So kung hindi maganda yung credit score mo, ang credit score hindi lang uso yan sa US, applicable na rin siya dito. Ginagamit yan ng mga maraming loaning agencies. So kung mababa yung credit score mo, pwede ka rin hindi approve ni bangko. Now let's dive in more sa credit score. So if you're the type of person na walang utang, never pa nangutang, hindi gumagamit ng credit card, wala kang credit history. So that's another consideration na pwedeng tingnan ni bank kung bakit ka i-deny, or you're the type of person na mababa talaga yung credit score mo kasi umuutang ka tapos hindi ka nagbabayad ng utang mo. So yeah, if you're that person, mababa yung credit score mo, that will be taken into consideration and most likely will be the reason kung bakit hindi ka ma-approve ng bank. So yeah, those are I think the three main reasons na naiisip ko kung bakit yung ibang virtual assistants hindi na-approve ng bank. Sinasabi ng iba, it's because hindi sila empleyado, blah blah blah. I don't think that's the case kasi as long as naman you have enough income, you show your capacity to pay, and wala kang bad debt, and yeah, there's no reason for the banks to deny your request. So that's it for today's video, guys. Malapit na tayo sa casa, sa Geely, para ipa-PMS ang ating sasakyan. Thank you for watching this video, and yeah, I wish you the best of luck on getting your first car loan, right? So good luck, and in the meantime, until the next video, you guys take care. Bye bye.